with me.
Kill him in front of me and I sex you.
Great and powerful Magic Johnson gatekeeper / security guard / Tiddy juggler / foot to the ass / your mama's baby daddy / hungry on your mother.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, we getting this thing cranked up. We getting this thing cranked to the motherfucking up. Crank to the motherfucking up. This nigga dropping that motherfucking shit. Get in the bit. Got hoes on the dick for a minute. I'm gonna freestyle for your ass. While I change this to the motherfucking cast. This the podcast. Thank you, tech support for starting the watch party. This motherfucker sounded hard-hearted. That didn't make sense. I meant retarded. Wait a minute, me farted. King had the word in the goddamn building. What's up? Let me stop and come back and bloom up like Petunia. This nigga over here looking like Gerald Levert Jr. Trying to talk about me looking like a turtle. Fuck that. I am the rapping Urkel. This the VST podcast. Welcome. I am Big VZ. We got King Edwin over here in the cut. We're gonna get started in a minute, but man, I need to do some motherfucking sharing. So I didn't have any video game or no Blerd shit. I'm just gonna celebrate a motherfucker that I came in the game looking at that inspired me. My nigga Hot Damn I Rock. I'm just gonna find some of my favorite videos from this guy to show that inspired me the most. I guess since I'm in a relationship, I'll play some of my favorite shit from him based around relationships. And until then, we're gonna get some shit started. What's good with you, King Edwin, real quick while I look at this video?
Like I said, I'm letting y'all
Playing with you, ho. Let's go and get this thing started while we get some sharing, man. Welcome to the VST podcast. This Hot Damn I Rock. Like, share, and repeat the show if you're watching. Thank you, tech support, for doing that so far. Follow my intelligent brothers lead. Peep this shit out while we share.
Checking out, right? I had macaroni shells, like 4 different types of cheese, milk, eggs, butter, and one of those rectangular aluminum one-time use, then you throw it away pans. The lady behind me looked at all my shit and said, "Oh, making macaroni and cheese, huh? Bitch, what you want? Loose change? Cause I don't have none if that's where this conversation is going. What if I walked up on you at checkout and I saw a Summer's Eve, maxi pad, tampon, and a new washcloth, and I yell out, "Oh! On your period, huh? Tampons and pads. Somebody's making a mess." The other day I got an email that said, "I'm about to meet my girlfriend's parents for the first time and I'm nervous. Any advice?" Goddamn right I do. Not only will I give you advice, motherfucker, I made a whole video. This is something that I like to call meeting the family. First thing you need to understand is that this is going to be an extremely awkward situation. Not for them, but for you. Because you the only nigga don't know nobody. So your job, make the shit awkward for them.
That's what I'm doing now.
Dealing with mine. Automatically, if If your pants ain't hanging off your ass, mommy like you. But liking you ain't enough. Time to make this bitch love you. When she reach for the handshake, smack that shit out the way. Bring it in for a hug. And make sure you kiss her on the cheek too. Old bitches love that shit. And if a mother happens to be cute, go ahead and treat yourself to some corner lip. You know what corner lip is, don't you? That's when you aim for the cheek, but you fuck around and hit this part. That'll give her something to think about later on when she ain't doing shit. Step 2, dealing with Pop. Right off the bat, Pops hate you. Because ain't nothing you can say to another man that'll make him feel better about you fucking his daughter. So naturally, his job is to intimidate you. This is usually accomplished through a handshake. That's why they always squeeze your shit like it's toothpaste. Now if you don't squeeze back tight enough, he might say something like, "Why your grip so weak, bitch?" That's when you look at him and say, "Cause that's the hand I finger pop your daughter with, nigga. Here, sir, try this one." At dinner, he's gonna ask you a bunch of bullshit questions that he don't really want to know the answer to. He just want to see if you can answer them without stuttering and maintaining eye contact. So he might say something like, "What are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals?" You know, dumb shit. That's when you say, short-term goal, probably fucking your daughter. Long-term goal is to be with a bitch that look better than her one day. Pass the ketchup. And last but not least, dealing with siblings. If she has a sister, hopefully it's a little big sister, because those are always the best. She's little in the sense that she's younger than your girlfriend, but she's big in the sense that if you hit it, you won't go to jail, because she at least 18. You ain't really gotta say too much to her. Just shake her hand and smile. That way she knows that if things don't work out between you and her sister, she getting fucked next. Pussy! This guy gets it. Now if she has a brother, keep this in mind. No matter how cool this nigga appears to be, he is still a bitch. His job is to pick up where Pop left off. But since he's closer in age as you are, he already know the way this go. I know you fucking my sister, just don't treat her wrong. You wanna know the perfect response for that shit? Fuck you gonna do, nigga? Not a goddamn thing. If I kill this bitch tonight, what you gonna do? What you gonna do besides come to the funeral, motherfucker? Nothing. Now, if you'll excuse me, bitch, call him a bitch while you walking away. Fuck that nigga. And that is meeting the family. Moral of this story, no matter how you choose to introduce yourself to the family, it's always going to end up the same way. Mommy gonna love you, daddy gonna hate you, and after y'all break up, little big sis is gonna swear she ain't fucking you. Pussy! Oh, this guy again.
That was my favorite part. Hold on, this is my favorite part right here.
Siblings. If she has a sister younger than your girl, just shake her hand and smile. Don't work out between you and her sister, she next. Pussy! This guy gets it. Now if she has a brother, keep this in mind. No matter how cool this nigga appears to be, he is still a bitch. His job is to pick up where Pop left off. But since he's closer in age as you are, he already know the way this go. I know you fucking my sister, just don't treat her wrong. You wanna know the perfect response for that shit? Fuck you gonna do, nigga?
I think this was Will's response.
Kill this bitch tonight. What you gonna do? What you gonna do besides come to the funeral, motherfucker? No. Now, if you'll excuse me, bitch, call him a bitch while you walking away.
Alright. I'm gonna play one more and then we gonna get the show started.
So this one girl asked me, how come it's so easy for men to get over breakups than it is for women? Well, most niggas won't admit this, but we hurt more than you do. The only reason you don't see is because we come equipped with this shit called pride. Pride is usually the reason we wait till the last minute to try to get you back, thinking that shit gonna work. It all goes back to the way that we were raised. Our whole lives we were taught to believe what? Boys don't cry. We misinterpret what that really means, and over time, we apply that concept to every painful situation that we go through, especially relationships. That's why niggas don't know how to deal with their emotions. Most think crying is a sign of weakness. So naturally, the only alternative is to hold that shit in. Men go through 5 stages when it comes to a breakup. Let's take my last relationship, for example. That was what, 5.5, almost 6 years ago? I still remember the argument like it was yesterday.
You know what? Fuck it. If you want to go, then get the fuck out.
Oh, no. I hope you don't think you taking the pussy with you. Bitch, is you crazy? I spent too much money on this shit to let you have it. You better take that cat, cause that's the only piece of pussy you walking out here with. Memories. After she left, the first stage was denial. This wasn't the first time we broken up, so I thought it was gonna be like any other time. We fuss, we fight, we fuck. right back where we left off. A couple days went by, whatever. A few weeks passed, I ain't sweating it. Next thing I know, a whole month gone. She ain't hit my phone not one time. So you know what that means? This bitch has officially lost her fucking mind. Time to make a phone call.
Oh, so what's this, the real shit?
You serious this time? After that was over, second stage became anger. That's the part when you chilling with your homeboys and one of them say, yo, what's up with so-and-so? So of course, you look at him and you say those 4 classic words. Nigga, fuck that bitch. The third stage was depression. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, watch TV, listen to music. Everything that I did reminded me of her. And I had to do something to occupy my mind. So I started to clean. And it was like the more that I cleaned, the more I would start to find shit that I couldn't find when we were together. Mixed CDs that she made me, letters she wrote me while I was in the Marine Corps, pictures of us together that I don't even remember us taking. So now I'm just sitting there looking at all this shit, trying to act like it don't hurt, right? Because I'm a fucking man. 5 minutes later, I was in the middle of the floor. I don't want to live no more. That brought me to the 4th stage, negotiation. I got tired of her not hitting my phone, so I said, fuck it, I'ma call her. But when she picked up, I froze, so I had to act like I dialed her number by mistakenship. Hello? You okay? I told her I'm sorry, I'm going to change, I'm never going to hurt you again. But by that time it was too late, she was already gone. And that brought me to my last and final stage, acceptance. I accepted the fact that we weren't getting back together. But that taught me a lesson. Absence doesn't make the heart grow fonder. But instead, it shows you that you can actually live the rest of your life without this bitch. Who'd have thought? Quick side note, make sure you subscribe to the second channel. The link is in the description below. Moral of this story, see ladies, we hurt the same way you do. Pride just won't let us show it. Chances are, every time you think...
And we're back, motherfuckers. We back, ladies and gentlemen. Before I get this thing started, I have a homeboy that I would like to advertise by the name of Tech Support the Don. Hold up.
Somebody in the building.
Will Buchanan.
Yeah.
What's his nickname? What's the O?
O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien.
Hey, dude, you know that's gonna be the how the frat we got here name, man.
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien.
I'm Bill O'Brien.
What's up, Elois? How you doing, bro? But he has 2 podcasts every Saturday. The politically charged, non-biased, man, straight to the gut punch, motherfucking serious to life, politically based podcast that shows you how we got in the predicament that we're dealing with now with Orangey McBaby Hands and his circus of freaks. He talks about it every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Elois, you'd have been on that podcast, man. Tell the people how great this brother does when he talks about politics and more, man. It's urban based, just like his Off Limits podcast, where no subject is off limits, no stone will be unturned, no subject is off the table of bosses. See what I did there? Look. The How to Frack again is every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. CT, as well as the Off Limits podcast, which is 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. CT time. Will Buchanan is who you need to add. Part of the table of bosses. And of course, man, we're going to get this thing started by Big VZA. Going. You niggas ready?
Rant time.
Y'all ready? Yeah, man! How's y'all doing? Welcome to the VST podcast. A quick little gaggle of news, city bits to help you get you do your day about urban and blurred news. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be real, bruh. I don't have a rant today.
Damn.
I have a random thought that might end up sounding like a rant. Because, I mean, I know what y'all thinking, like, Eddie Wayne just hit the damn king, Eddie Wayne just hit the damn. I know tech support is probably disappointed, but I'm just saying, man, a nigga getting a constant string of some fire pussy. So, it's just not a lot that pisses me off lately. And that's what inspired the random thought. What was you about to say?
I'm hard on these hoes, though, so it don't really matter. Yeah,
Well,
man, see,
I got a queen.
take over.
Hold on. I got a queen. So, look here. I sit here and say that my random thought was sparked. It was like, yo, I felt like if people was getting, like, fucked on a regular basis, the world would be, in hindsight, the world would be a better place. But then I was like, nah, because sociopaths get pussy and they don't give a fuck about who they fucking. So then I had to retool it. Edwin, you about to say something?
Shoot. Have you ever heard of the phrase semen retention?
No, what is that?
Where a motherfucker is...
Motherfuckers say they skeet in the cup and save it?
Nah, basically, motherfucker ain't having sex because they think it make them more focused on motherfucking being, you know what I'm saying, better on their purpose, you know what I'm saying, like how Cam Newton is doing. Not how Joe Budden was doing it, because hell, you ain't supposed to... Semen retention is motherfucking down to possible if you got a fucking woman.
Yeah, especially a woman that's shaped like sin.
You know what I'm saying? But
anyway, now fuck all that, nigga. I'm talking about people that's in relationships and they fucking.
Yeah.
I can understand what you saying, and I give props to people that's doing that kind of shit. But I feel like, nah, fuck that. People who already in their purpose and having great sex. Not just regular old fucking. I'm talking that shit where both parties, at the end of that shit, they looking like they just got their ass whooped by a car wash. I'm talking that kind of shit that y'all look at each other differently after y'all get done. You just wake up in the morning, you looking at her like, you dirty bitch. Don't you touch my son. Get your hands away from me. You know where them hands were last night, goddammit. Don't you touch my child. That kind of fucking. You don't agree, Edwin? I'm talking about just everybody having great sex in a perfect world. It would make the world so much better.
You talking about that type of sex where you can fuck in the alley just so 4 days later she act right. Sure, who you talking to, you alley bitch?
How dare you? How dare you? Y'all just looking at each other different afterwards. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm just saying it's helping my fucking confidence and my anger. Not just confidence, because I'm already a pretty confident guy. I'm just saying it's helping my peace. My sense of I don't give a fuck about certain shit. Like when people say something crazy to you, you just be like, wait, I'm getting some on a regular basis now. I'm cool. It don't piss me off as much, you know. Maybe that's why I ain't ranting. But anyway, Edwin, you got one more thing you want to say before we get on to some shit?
You know, man, I got me a little rant. You know what I'm talking about, man? You know, shit, man. Sometimes you can get some motherfucking pussy and still be hard on these motherfucking hoes out here, man. Because you know, goddamn it, hell, sometimes, goddamn it, hell, these bitches just ain't gonna do right. But it's all good, though, man, because, you know, man, that's why they make more than one of them.
You're right about that. And it took me a long time and a long time of getting it. Sometimes you gotta dig through a couple weeds and a couple, you know, bad trees out there, pick out some bad fruit and may make your stomach sick till you get to that one berry that gives you the kind of life that you've been needing, that kind of energy. So you just keep digging through the weeds. But I'm gonna go to something else. We're gonna switch topics. That's the end of my random thought. So if I don't have a rant, I'm gonna try to come up with a random thought. Real quick. You said something about the PlayStation 5. I know people who watch the show probably wondering when I think we might save a little bit more for the pick up the sticks, but I'm gonna be real. I got to do some more research. Plus, I'm still like, I just want to see more before I say something. Like, I'm not a rumor type of guy. I want to see some shit before I talk about it. I know it's been out there and people have been chatting about it. The load times and shit like that, but still, I need to do more research.
Sony, show us some ass. That's what I'm talking about. We want to see some pussy.
We ain't come to fight. We came to see about some ass.
Get upon some ass.
Get upon some ass. All right, then. With that being said, King Eddie Wayne, black motherfuckers watching trailers.
Charles Reed, private
Kill him
detective.
in front of me and I
Come here for some answers. Visions have been getting worse.
Shout out Cortez.
This madness is here. No doubt.
What's up, big cuz? Love you. Like, share, and repeat the show.
This city is short on everything except dirt, rain, and things that want to kill you. this to be real.
The Sinking City. June 27, 2019, we gonna be seeing the PlayStation, Xbox One title. Also gonna be on PC, I do believe. Don't quote me on that. It might have came from PC. But The Sinking City, it is a game based off of a book by H.P. Lovecraft. Why the fuck does that sound like a 70s van where motherfuckers just rode around filming porno in that bitch all day? H.P. Lovecraft. And the HP stand for hard pussy. No? Okay, anyway. Anyway, you just watched that. I know you more of a sports game fanatic, but give me your take on this, what you just watched.
Man, I didn't really just get the shit, man. I just see a nigga in a cleaner Freddy Krueger hat wandering the city, climbing up shit.
It does. I would be real, man. Looking at it, it gives me like a Indiana Jones meets Devil May Cry meets
like shit.
Don't it look like a movie though, man?
I thought it was. I thought this was a movie that I seen. Oh, okay, this is a video game. Yo, all right.
All right, tech support. What you saying? Yeah, I'm skipping this. This is basically Resident Evil under a different name, and I had to do more research to see who's behind it. But it just gives me an Uncharted, Devil May Cry meets Indiana Jones feel.
Harrison Ford body had.
Yeah, he do look like a Dexter meets Harrison Ford.
The Road to Perdition, motherfucking goddamn ass motherfucking game.
But I do feel like, man, this is, if anything, man, this, like, if people are hard on certain types of video games, to me, this would be the video game I'd show people that I'd be like, look, this looks like a book that you just control. It's based off of a book, you know what I'm saying? There was another game that came out back in October, another H.P. Lovecraft title, and that game was turned into it was a book that was turned into a video game. I cannot pronounce the name. Call of Chettle, something like that. But I would give it a bootleg that bit. I got a 4-tier rating system. Fuck You and Your Loved Ones is the third one, but let's get to the first one. If you like it, shut up and take my money. If you just kind of like it, but you want to like try it out before you spend your money on it, bootleg that bit, which is where I'm at. You gotta Fuck You and Your Loved Ones if you like the people that made the shit, but you hate the shit, like if it's an album or a movie, or you know what I'm saying, you hate the game, but you like the company. And tech support, I'm assuming you were giving this a genocide that bitch with your skip it. So that's what this is, man. For me, it's a bootleg that bitch because it does look interesting. I love third person games, especially third person shooters. There's a detective aspect to this, so you might wanna, if you're into like just real puzzle type of video games, you might want to give it a try. I'd give it a try. And you ain't with it, like put on some motherfucking UFC or something.
Man, yeah, man. Watch some dyke hoes fight. Dyke hoes. That's what they would. Man, wait till they come out with that video game called Dyke Hoes. I'll watch that.
We could create that, man. We really could create that motherfucking game. I wouldn't call it Dyke Hoes. I just call it The View Fighters. Anyway, we gonna move the fuck on. The next thing I would like to talk about
Ellen Instinct.
Real quick, Ellen's what?
Ellen Instinct.
Little news Tiddy bit. It's still in the
Ultra combo.
Hold on, bro. Alright. Twisted Metal, the TV series, is being made. Now, real quick, if you're not familiar with Twisted Metal, it was a big video game, which I'm pissed that they ain't made one lately. Like, the last one was Black, wasn't it? Tech support helped me. I thought they were going to reboot the motherfucking franchise, but they need to. Fuck a television show. I want the game.
The whole game.
And nothing but the game. I don't know what the fuck that sound. I'm hardcore. I'm the man in black. I'm about to attack. Sitting here smoking on a whack ass out. Jacking my balls all through the land. Motherfuckers know me, I'm a big ass man. That you can't say that don't sound like some fake ass Kid Rock music. King Eddie Wayne. Bruh, come on. Are you familiar with the Twisted Metal franchise?
Yeah, I remember that old ass shit.
Man, why you gotta sound so old ass shit? Why you gotta make it sound like you weren't fucking with it, man?
I really wasn't fucking with it after goddamn hell. For 5th, 6th grade? Fuck.
So you mean to tell me you matured to a point where you didn't want to get in the games where you drove around bombing motherfuckers with your car?
It was straight, you know what I'm saying, for the moment when the nigga had to get there. Nigga, I was playing Twisted Metal when they motherfucking had that shit for free at KB's toy store.
You talk about the PlayStation display.
Remember, we were out right outside the fucking toy store. And motherfuckers used to be a line out there. First they had Twisted Metal for a long time, then they had to Tekken what had the motherfuckers out there until they did that shit to reset on your motherfucking head in 5 minutes.
King Eddie Wayne is KB Toy Store old. Hold on? I do have a fucking rant. I just thought about that shit right now and got pissed. Why you motherfuckers doing that stupid ass shit? That is the dumbest ass challenge. I'm wake up in the morning and watch Saturday morning. Nah, motherfucker, you are a look at me ass nigga. Shut up. I know that is something that is just like simplistic, but it's getting on my nerves now, man. Some of y'all just say I'm certain such and such old, like that's something to be proud of.
You dick riding old.
I'm waking up in the morning jacking my dick when my mama's going to work. Oh, shut the fuck up. How about you beat Facebook off a dumbass challenge, and be quiet? Sorry, I got the red. But I'm happy that this game is being turned into a television series. Maybe that may create interest for a new game in the series, which I'm all for that. They are trying to bring back a certain version of the Burnout, if you're familiar with that. Let me see what you're saying, tech support. The go along means it would have to be a premium channel. Why are they making it into a series? Bad idea. I don't know. Like maybe that would be a way to drum up interest for possibly more merchandising a video game. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it backwards. But I feel like yeah, you're right. It would have to be like some Amazon Prime, or maybe they can get away with it on effects. Cause effects get real raw at times, you know what I'm saying? Anything else you want to add? Tech support. King Eddie Wayne before I move on.
Well, you know what I'm saying, man. It just made with that goddamn Twisted Metal shit, man. It just, man. I just say it. It just gotta be another motherfucker way to come out with that shit. If they gonna do some shit like that, man, you know what I'm saying? I just need a whole motherfucker reboot.
A reboot. I mean, obviously they're gonna have to reboot the motherfucking franchise because this is a new generation that's really not that familiar with it. So, with you asking tech support in the comment section, y'all be sure to get in the comment section. Y'all see how tech support is? I got 4 people viewing right about now, man. Jump in the conversation. Let's talk about this shit. If you don't care, if you
happy
do
to be
care,
out here, goddamn it, man, be happy to be out here and quit eating dick.
Yeah, look here, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like it would be they're reaching out to try to get more people to put it back. I mean, another way to put it back into the consciousness of the people. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe that might bring a new game. Like, what if they did a Max Payne series like that, and then that would bring in more people for the game? At least, you know, I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. But one more comment, I'm gonna move on, Eddie Wayne, real quick.
Go ahead.
You ain't got nothing else?
Nah, my bad. I was just passing the blunt and shit. But yeah, like I said, man, with the Twisted Metal franchise, man, you know what I'm saying? That shit, man, you know what I'm saying? It could be brought back, but shit, I wouldn't be busy to fuck with it because I feel like it's probably already some shit out there. But it really ain't no demolition derby ass shit, you know what I'm saying, out there for some cars and shit, though.
Yeah.
But, you know, they got to do a lot more than just have motherfuckers. They got to do more car customization and all that shit. They got to incorporate motherfucking shit like from motherfucking Forza. They got to incorporate some shit from motherfucking goddamn Gran Turismo and motherfucking what's called. They can't just motherfucking just stick with Demolition Derby. But if you can,
my bad. In a way, it sounds like you saying you would want it more realistic and less cartoony.
Yeah, but I'm like, you can still come with that shit, but you got to still, you know what I'm saying? It got to be half motherfucking Demolition Derby, half simulation.
I don't want simulation. Fuck that. It got to be all cartoony. It got to be all cartoony. You can't have the correct you can't have those like physics that it takes to sell a game like that if it's simulated. Simulated, like, that's for Gran Turismo type of shit. But I appreciate those ideas, man. Twisted Metal has an interesting story, but it's only for video games. Really, the true idea of Twisted Metal was there was no real winners, because you had to sell. You basically, if you won, you selling your soul to the devil. Some shit like that. But moving the fuck on. Next thing I want to talk about, since we're in the realm of television, leaving the realm of video games, man. Director Alan Hughes is working on a new definitive Tupac docu-series. Real quick, I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna throw it to you, because I know you probably want to say something about it.
So good.
A new documentary series on the life of the late rapper Tupac will be going into production soon. Legendary director Alan Hughes is working with the estate of Tupac to bring forth a new 5-part docuseries focusing on the life and death of Tupac Shakur. The Tupac Project is a follow-up to his critically acclaimed HBO docuseries, The Defiant Ones, which focus on Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre's legendary careers. Real quick, if you have not seen that motherfucker, you need to go watch it, because it is very interesting. Not just for Dr. Dre. Not just for Dr. Dre, but for Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy, you talking about hard on motherfuckers. You talking about being hard on these hoes. Yeah, Jimmy Iovine was hard on some motherfuckers, man. So peep that joint out. Deadline reports that the Tupac docuseries will be the first ever definitive project on the rapper's life, with full cooperation of the late rapper's estate. What in the fuck can you tell me about Tupac that ain't been told about me? Unless you finna tell me all that shit that that King Eddie Wayne brings up on the bump down. Coming up next after this podcast, look at King Eddie Wayne real quick. Shout out to King Eddie Wayne. He has 2 podcasts. One is The Smoke of Truth, where he talks about life, living and learning, and how he motherfucking sees it, and it's like a gut punch to the chest, because he holds nothing to fuck back. And then he has the Bump Down podcast, which is coming up after that. Music, culture, knowledge, and numbers. Real quick on you, nigga. Real quick on you, man. Talks about the music industry as it were, and we ain't kissing no motherfucking ass to accept it. Trace Brown on Facebook, at King Eddie Wayne on all social media. That's my brother. Yeah, you see him right there.
Show you right.
Alright, real quick, the reason why this is interesting to me, because Allen Hughes and the Hughes brothers got beat up because Tupac wanted to be in Menace to Society. He was supposed to be Sharif, the brother, the woke brother, what we would call woke now, in Menace to Society, and they ended up getting into it over that shit.
Over O-Dog.
Yeah. No, he wanted to be Sharif. And he felt like they wasn't telling enough of his backstory. It wasn't focusing on him enough.
I thought he wanted to be O-Dog. I thought he didn't want to be Sharif, and he wanted to be O-Dog.
He wanted to be O-Dog, but he also had an issue with Sharif, because they wouldn't tell his full backstory. But maybe they'll explain that fully. But anyway, man, that's the only interesting thing about it, because they got into a beef about the shit, and how, like, what else can you tell me about Pac? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've had like 15, we got Doug Angel, we got Biggie and Tupac, we got the fucking television show, which I admit I was really into. I am not gonna lie, but it's
that water fight with the guns though. That shit was kind of homoerotic.
What?
Gay. On the USA, talking about the Pocket Biggie USA special.
Yeah, the little move, the
when
show.
They had the little gunfight while the water sprinkler was going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, King Eddie Wayne.
Him and Biggie.
He believes that Tupac was on a little bit suspect side of the game.
Well, you know, This what I'm saying, you know, with this, with how this shit go. Mike don't even want motherfuckers stand on this shit. Cause you know, it's just that smoke, the truth right here. But yeah, like I was saying though, man, if I was a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I was a Tupac fan, you know, I'm still, you know, I like Tupac's music and all that, you know. But I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, the person, you know what I'm saying, was still a made up character.
What if the Allen, the Hughes brother brought that to the documentary series? Would you watch it? Would you watch it if that's what that angle that they went with?
I don't think that's gonna angle that's they gonna go with though, because they have secrets. They just gonna come with some more shit that other motherfuckers don't know on their side of the story. That motherfucker they feel they told right. Because I feel like all these stories might not even be told right. You know what I'm saying? If somebody feel like these stories ain't told right.
Oh, Jesus, let me kill this nigga.
I just don't. I'm not unless I see something.
You don't think somebody in Tupac family don't think Tupac resurrection wasn't done right? A thug angel wasn't done right. A thug immortal wasn't done right.
We don't need another one, bro. It's too many out there. What are you gonna show me that I don't already know?
You know
that I don't have to go back. That I can go back if I forgot about it. I can go back. I know that this nigga's dad, when he was alive, for some reason, the nigga looked like C Murder.
And then at the same time, let's break it down like that. Nipsey just died.
Let's not.
Nipsey just died. And motherfucker, we got to keep these motherfucking intelligent thug archetypes.
Hey man,
in the motherfucking community.
Say that shit for the smoke of truth.
You know what I'm saying?
Move on. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a rating. Right about now, I'm at a fuck you and your loved ones, cause you really gonna have to dig deep to tell me something that I don't already know about Pac. I already feel like I knew the nigga back in '96 with all the documentaries and shit that's been out. But that's just me. Eddie Wayne.
We gonna save this shit for Bump Down. But like I say, man, I ain't gonna hold this shit up, man. I just have to go see that shit. So you know what I'm saying? I'm motherfucking kind of undecided, so I'm just gonna keep that shit on the motherfucking bootleg.
Throughout the Bible.
I got you. And with that.
But the only thing I didn't see all the way because I didn't motherfucker look at was the Tupac movie.
You ain't missed shit. When this nigga was at the House of Blues performing Hail Mary, and you know that shit wasn't released until after he passed, I was done with the movie. But with that being said, black motherfuckers watching more trailer.
His name kept coming up.
Who is this guy that I keep hearing about?
He wasn't there, but he was right there.
The record business, Hollywood, civil rights, anything that had to do with the rights of people.
That told you everything you needed to know about him.
He was fearless, man. Absolutely fearless.
We needed to know him because he was the gatekeeper.
He knew everyone.
Everybody.
Oh man, he was too fly.
One day after another, became a powerhouse.
There's the power that needs the spotlight, but there's also the power behind the scenes.
The guy's a rock in every way.
Agent, manager,
orchestrator.
This mysterious figure everybody respected.
You only find one of those people.
I'm like, how was this guy doing it? Sometimes I say to myself, how in the did I get involved in all this? I don't let nothing get in my way about anything that I want to do.
Clarence was an African-American man in Hollywood, defying what Hollywood was supposed to be.
Black people are going to move forward. No matter what business he was in, he never wavered from his purpose.
Seeing that things were
That boy tried to kiss that nigga right there in the mouth.
Well, it seems like no matter what, look, hey, it is interesting as fuck, so go watch it. Watch the Quincy Jones documentary. I promise you this shit is interesting. It's a shut up and take my money. But no matter how many times he was pictured with somebody, it was always in a questionable suspect pose. We're going to keep it.
He never wavered from his purpose.
Quincy Jones is who I'm talking about.
He said, would you like any help putting MCA into the black music business? I said, yes. He says, well, that's good, because I'm going to tell you what to do anyway.
I would hear about people that were in very serious situations when it came to life. And they will say, the only person that can help you with this is Clarence Avant.
Clarence is the bridge from a time where there was no opportunity to a time where doors began to open.
My brother.
He understands the bigger that we are together, the bigger we will be as a culture.
He told me
Henry Aaron would not be Henry Aaron if not for Clarence Avant.
that I ought not to let you just walk on me.
The message that I received from Clarence was just think about those kids that's looking up to me.
If it feels it's good getting used, just keep on.
The person that's responsible for your transition, that's the key to changing your life.
Till you use me up.
He became that mentor for us all. He became that godfather.
Until you use me up.
Remember the first time someone ever said, you're the godfather?
Well, people call me that. People can call me anything. People have called me a son of a bitch, so what?
Use me up.
Nigga, hold on for a minute.
So
hold on for a minute.
So basically,
hold on for a minute, nigga.
There you talk to me like I'm some kind of common sissified nigga wimp.
What is this shit anyway?
Don't nobody talk to me like that, especially no bitch hole like you.
All right,
Why
don't you ever check me? Don't you ever check me? I'm not calling you that. That was him. Anyway, man, but it was just because you were very interested. What made you so interested in watching that, King Eddie Wayne?
Because basically, they basically breaking you down the life of a social engineer.
What is a social engineer?
A motherfucker that basically determines the climate. He basically visionary, a tastemaker who determines the climate of the motherfucking whole country and what everybody thinks, what everybody talks about.
Can you not molest the microphone?
And all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to get it right.
You holding on to it too hard, man. Anyway. But you say social engineer influencer. Basically, when they say influencer, the guys that makes you feel like this needs to be the new trend. Everybody look at this. Basically, Drake got a new song. This is the motherfuckers that's telling people that this is the new hottest shit in the world. And I guess Eddie Wayne, you're saying
you got
he was
presidents talking about this.
He was the first one. I guess you're saying that he was one of the first people like that. Yes, no.
He's not the first. But I'm like, this is like a nigga, you know what I'm saying? He had the motherfucking goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? Be in there with them researchers of Tavistock Institute and all them niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Tavistock Institute, real quick. First of all, hold on, let me go above the surface.
But that's I ain't finna go too deep in that.
Just give me a quick. Hold on. They ain't shit for putting these two niggas back to back.
Yeah. Rewind that shit.
That nigga look just like this shit. Real quick, what is that? Just a quick summary.
They let you know, because it's like basically it ain't
the Tavistock
Institute. It's basically like, you know what I'm saying, they, you know how trends, you know, they kind of predicted trends and all that shit.
That's what that is.
You know what I'm saying? Basically social engineering, you know, basically how, you know what I'm saying, how this internet work and how to get motherfuckers talking about shit and all that. It just looked like, you know what I'm saying, he was one of those guys.
Yeah, so I'm really interested in a book. I'm gonna watch this, but I'm gonna be looking for books on Clarence Avant, because this, as like Eddie Wayne saying, man, he got presidents, Clive Davis, Snoop Dogg. I once seen this guy one time. He told me I need to go listen to.
You see, you got actors. You just ain't got motherfuckers. You got actors, comedians. Sports was called. He said it wasn't no Hank Aaron. So obviously, you know,
it wasn't no Henry Earl. Get the name right, nigga. That's a good 1930s name, Henry Earl, nigga.
Yeah, but you know,
Henry Earl.
So basically, they let you know how all this shit, how government politics, music, and entertainment is all linked the fuck up. And he is showing, they basically showing you a common denominator.
Cicely Tyson is every bit of 300, and she still could get the dick today.
You feel what I'm talking about, though?
She can get it right now. Yeah, you going too deep. I'm trying to keep it light. You.
I'm just saying you got
people smash.
Yeah, I hit that motherfucker.
You want smash.
Cicely Tyson.
Cicely Tyson.
That's her.
That's Cicely Tyson, man. She's every bit of 2,000 years old, man.
Yeah, I bust all that down. I know she ain't getting praise. Skeet all in it too.
Man, shoot the club up, but I get what you're saying, man. Will you do me a favor and do a little bit more research and do that, like go into that full episode of Smoke Truth?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're going to wrap this up real quick. Netflix, let me see, did they drop a date on that? June the 7th, and in select theaters too. So we're going to be watching that. Clarence Avant. Hey, another thing on it. I know you want to, but save that shit. Ed Wayne, why can't we be into Halloween? Cause come on, man. One Halloween, man. We gotta be Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Where these niggas at? We gotta be Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis one Halloween. I know you don't be into that shit like that, nigga. I don't really be into it, but hey, man, that's on my bucket list, man. So one motherfucking Halloween, man, we gotta be Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, bro.
You know what though?
What?
My nigga could do that on some cosplay shit. Fuck some Halloween.
Why not? Hey, hip hop cosplay. Nobody's okay. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. We gonna talk about that shit after the show.
Yeah, man. That's some shit for us black men. Talk about for all you hoes that like stealing shit.
Hold on. Speaking of which, this motherfucking episode of the VST podcast is brought to you by Essentials. Essentia? Okay, Essentia water.
For you hoes who like to get wild.
Ladies that like to get loose. I got one more homeboy real quick that I like to advertise because we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. That was the last trailer. But it's not the last time we will be here. We do this every week. This is the Table of Bosses. Of course, you got King Eddie Wayne, who has two very brilliant podcasts, The Bump Down and The Smoke of Truth. I just advertised my brother Tech Support, who's in the comment section. And we also got Thomas Reed, the Mountain Puncher. King Eddie Wayne. What can you say about my brother Thomas Reed?
That motherfucker got this podcast called To Be Determined. Let y'all motherfuckers know how to work out. That motherfucker was a big motherfucker. Now he motherfucker, swole motherfucker. Like can get all the bitches. And shit. He gonna show y'all niggas how to work out. And yeah, he gonna get me in shape when I start getting in the gym up there. So here, for all you hoes that want to fuck with a motherfucker, goddamn fuck with this shit every 3 to 5, YouTube Live, search Thomas Reed, goddamn, To Be Determined. And
goddamn fitness and lifestyle podcast.
Table of Bosses merch is on the way. It will be on the way by fall.
And what is one of those slogans that those shirts, some of that merch is gonna have on it?
Yeah, my bad. To Be Determined, you chase your zenith.
Yes, sir. Thomas Reed. And also, King Eddie Wayne did that cover. So if you digging that motherfucker, hit him up in the inbox. And, man, pay the man his prices. Don't be in there on no, but look, man, see, man, I see what you were doing on that. So, man, I get you right on that shit if you do me this, could be 15 covers for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, pay the man his motherfucking prices, okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Oh, you can just eat a dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that'll do it for me. That'll do it for this podcast. We're going to wrap it up and get ready to run into the bump down. If you like what the fuck I just did, we got the Random as Fuck podcast that's going to be coming up this Sunday. It's going to be at 9 p.m. I didn't do one last week, but we're going to make sure I knock out one this week. And then tomorrow, of course, we're going to have Rhythm This, where you can reminisce over the rhythm. Who was the guy that you suggested I do, King Eddie Wayne?
I don't forget.
Money something.
Money what? Money Bag. We're going to do Paranoid by Money Bag. We're also going to do Money Bag Yo, right?
Moneybag Yo, Forever Heartless, Flying Lotus, and we're gonna check out a project. It's an unreleased project, but hell, I'm always happy to get my hands on some new Rich. So White Jesus Lucy's, shout out to Tasha Avery. Yeah, we gonna check that joint, man. So I think my queen gonna be down here tomorrow. So yo, she gonna be in on the show, and you probably gonna hear her. I like that too. And yeah, we gonna get that thing cracking, and that's it, man. Every week, and also I just put up a new audio version of the VST podcast, the Urban and Blerd News Tiddy Bit podcast, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and put up another one either today or tomorrow, because I got it in the chamber, so I might as well shoot that motherfucker, skeet it all over y'all, so I can have 4 shows up this month. So yeah, man, just join me back. I appreciate everybody that came through, and Eddie Wayne, man, you are my brother. I greatly appreciate you sitting in. You know what I'm saying, man? I appreciate your insight.
Appreciate you, man.
Man, for sure. We getting ready to knock out a bump down, and I'm going to sit over there, and I'm going to shut the fuck up, because I'm probably going to be playing video games as my brother pontificates upon the industry, as it were.
Yeah, man, we got a lot catching up to do, so, you know, it might be a little lengthy show, but we finna get straight into it, though.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I am Big VZA Doubter. Love everybody that came through. Come back tomorrow for the Rhythm This, where you can reminisce over the week. Even later on in the week, next week, we will be doing this show again. So hey, every week, all week, every month, all month, join me. And keep your eye on the Most High, and you be so right. You ain't got to be the biggest tree in the forest, as long as you make an impact when you fall.
Yeah.
We make the women say,
"Boo."
Kill him in front of me and I sex you.
Table of bosses, we.
Right, you powerful Magic Johnson gatekeeper / security guard / titty juggler / foot to the ass